What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Devil's Talk. Today, we have to talk about the Aston Villa game, Manchester injury crisis that left our squad thin, and the transfer window priorities. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you like this video and leave your thought in the comment section below. Let's dive into it. Let's start with the Villa game because I'm seeing a lot of people give their thought and taking moral victory from this game. I personally thought this was a tough one to swallow in terms of that we did not deserve to lose. However, people are missing the point that we did not deserve to win either. We were missing Brian Bremo, our best player in attacking output. Ahmad, very good on the wing back. And we lost Bruno Fernandes in the first due to injury. So I get it. I understand all of those circumstances. And the way we performed, given that, was admirable, was quite courageous and decent. However, those circumstances will never recreate themselves again because the team rallied and fight in the face of tremendous adversity. But I don't believe that's ever going to happen again because of two things. First of all, that was just a one-time thing. Secondly, I don't think any other team would let us rest on our own sorrows the way Aston Villa did. Because Aston Villa simply back off. They did not hack or press us. They sat on a mid-block, allowed us to have the ball, and simply just muffle us out because we didn't have any more creativity. That's why we look good, is because Aston allowed us to have the ball because we're not hurting them. We created 3 chances the whole game. 2 in the first half, we scored 1 and missed the good goalkeeper save and a good close down from Martinez to close down. The third chances that we created was the chances in the second half where we should have scored. Apart from that, we didn't put Villa under threat. We did not create urgency and clear chances, put them in trouble. They were comfortable. They allowed us to have the ball. The team we're playing next, Newcastle, their midfield is going to harass our midfield so bad that Martinez is not going to look as comfortable as he was on the ball because as soon as he touches that ball, he's going to have next to him, he's going to have Tonali next to him, he's going to have Bruno Guimaraes harassing him down. The same thing with Igate, who we all know is not good on the ball. The one time he was pressed in this game, he gave the ball away and it was 4v3 on our goal. So yes, it's okay to take solemn and to say, okay, we did better than we expected in the Aston Villa game, but let's not rewrite history. We failed to beat 10-man Everton. We failed to beat West Ham. We tied with Tottenham, Nottingham Forest, with everybody. So the idea that because we put a performance that was not expected of us against Aston Villa in the second half doesn't mean that we're automatically going to be good on put the exact same performance next week. Because I'm telling you now, we have been watching this team long enough to not kid ourselves like that. We have been watching our team long enough to know one week to another, the performance could be dramatically different. So those who are over there saying it was a good loss and we should be happy with that, the way we played, the way we performed. No, because I don't expect the same performance going forward, simply because of what we are capable of. And now, with limited resources, I'm not hopeful because I know my team is capable of disgraceful performances. I'm not going to praise a performance when they're lost because we were falling the same trap we got against Arsenal in the beginning of the season where everybody praised how well we played. And then you put it in the next couple of games, one of the most disgraceful performances we ever got in our history against Grimsby Town. So yes, you can never take something from one game to the next, especially with Manchester United. That's just impossible because we do not expect things to be the same and be consistent with this team. And I don't know why everybody expecting it now, especially when we're missing virtually everybody. And this leads us to the second topic I want to talk about, and that is the injury crisis we have on top of it. Brian Bremo is at off APCON, who have been three of our best performers this season. And then on top of that, the latest injured, who've been our best center back. Maguire is also injured, so we're relying on a 20-year-old and 19-year-old. And I'm happy Luke is fit and playing. So I'm not going to talk more about Luke. I'm going to leave him at that. And then you have to still coming back from injury. So in terms of the back line, we've been conceding goals left simply because of that, the inexperience and the injury crisis we have. And it's going to continue like that until one of the two, Maguire or come back. Now you add Bruno Fernandes, you have no creativity left beside Cunha. Because Bremo and Bruno Fernandes are our top goal scorers. And I don't know where we create chances to score goals if those guys are not available. And to me, this could be a blessing in disguise, or it can be the biggest curse of Ruben Amorim. This can give Ruben Amorim first time to actually change, not tweak. I'm not talking about a few amendments here and there to the way he played. In order to survive this month, he needs to be able to fundamentally create something that might be different to what he's used to in order to replace the key component of his team that he's missing. Because he's not just missing anybody, he's missing the key component of his team, engine drivers of his team. The reason why we created chances of his team, all of those are missing. So the reason why I'm saying he can be a blessing in disguise is that on his process to finding solutions, he might realize that being stubborn and sticking to one philosophy might not be the case. A little adjustment and adapting is not going to hurt you and might bleed into actually being able to use the squad, the youth, and some fringe players, because the way you've been using them meant players in Ngati is coming straight from the cold. Players Kobe Mainu would have played but is injured to start causing troubles that he had to answer in the social media for one. So him, on his way to finding solutions, may expand his knowledge and understanding of football, especially in the Premier League, and that could serve him better in the long run. Or it can be a major curse because he can go into these games no matter how much he adjusts, no matter how much he adapted. We can lose almost all of the games, which ultimately is going to lead him not finishing in top five, which does not get him European football, and he may end up getting sacked. So this is ultimately going to be the limit test of Ruben Amorim, because I also personally believe you don't judge a manager until you actually see him adjust to adversity where he doesn't have all the tools that he needs. And he has to make adjustment on the fly. When you're plan A, you plan B, you plan C, torpedo by your players getting injured, where do you find solution? This type of situation where you actually find out what managers are built for, what type of managers are actually good, because the ability to adjust and win games would be tested. I cannot wait to see what side of the coin Ruben Amorim in, especially in this season. And that brings me to January. As much as I say a manager is judged by his ability to adapt to what he currently and still find a winning formula, he still needs players, 100% need players, because his adjustment can only take him so far. I hear a lot of people on social media talking about, do we need midfielders? Do we need attack? Do we need center backs? I'm in the camp that we need all three. And I think it's Manchester United's job to go in there and get all three. Go get multiple players in this January transfer window. Because here's my thinking. We should treat this January transfer window like the summer transfer window, because the World Cup is next summer. A lot of transfers are not going to happen the way people think they're going to happen because of the World Cup, especially it taking place in America. So that World Cup is going to limit how much business you can actually do. So right now, you have the opportunity to actually go get some of the players that you need. Personally, I don't think it's going to be difficult to get Edison out of Atlanta. It's not going to be difficult to get Gomez out of Wolves. It's not going to be difficult to try to get Elliot Anderson out of Nottingham Forest, who are in the bottom half. It's just about how convincing are you going to be, especially if you have the ambition of chasing top four. Especially in this season, you can't wait. You have to put your chip on the table. I'm not saying get star players. I'm saying the complete opposite. Go get your number one targets in the same pressure you would during summer in January. Go test those team results. You want to label so bad? Go test what Brighton are all about. Trying to get Belabin in January. Trying to get Elliot Anderson. If you can get McGay out of Crystal Palace, because Crystal Palace probably would take 20 million, considering that the guy was going to go to Liverpool in last minute, and it's going to be in January. You do your business early, you give them an opportunity to go replace him, which is what they wanted in the first place. But yes, I want Manchester United to treat this January transfer window like it's a summer transfer window. And I don't want to hear these people like there's no value in the market in January. That's a lie. Some of our greatest players were bought in January. Bruno Fernandes was bought in January. Vidic was bought in January. Patrick Evra was bought in January. So you can't tell me January window does not have values. We need to go get values. We need to go after the players we actually want that we would have signed in the summer. Because if we miss out on top four or European football, it's going to cost us more in the long run. What's the point of being conservative and saving money when you're going to lose money in the long run, where you can push in, buy the players you actually need right now, and solve your problem? Maybe give the manager an opportunity to prove he's the right guy. Half of the fan base, including myself, don't believe he's the right guy. And the other half is arguing because he doesn't have the tools that he needs. How about you give him the tools and we can see maybe people that think like me are completely wrong. But the way things are going right now, you're not helping him either. By the end of the season, I don't know he's going to be here. So it's up to you to help him prove that he's the guy for this job. You can say all you want about being great for the club off the field. At the end of the day, if you win on the field, he affect off the field stuff. It can never be the other way around, especially in a club like Manchester United. Please, Ineos, help your guy out. Sign some of the players to come help him out and relieve the burden that he's under right now. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Devil's Talk. Please hit the like button, leave your thought in the comment section below, and share this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.